So today I'm going to show you guys how to make this circle scarf right here, and it's really easy. All you need is yarn and a crochet stick like the beret tutorial. So the crochet stick that I use is 5.5 millimeters and it's by the brand Boye from Walmart, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Okay, so what I did was put the yarn ball in a Walmart bag, and so let me show you real quick. I just put it in a plastic bag right here, and I just tie a knot so that when you're working with it, it doesn't pick up things from the ground. Like I have a lot of loose hair that's on the ground. So yeah, that's it. So then I just pull out the string right here just a little bit, and now we'll get started. So again, to start out with crocheting, you're gonna need to create a knot. I'm just wrapping it around 2 fingers and then pulling this through, and I have myself a knot. Then I'm gonna tighten it, and this is how you hold it. You hold it like this, and then on your left hand side you're gonna wrap it around twice, and you're gonna want to hang on to the loose piece of yarn right here. Okay, so we're gonna start with the base, and for the base we are gonna do 16 knots. So you're gonna place it in front of the yarn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And you should have a string that looks like this. Okay, so now, again, wrapping it around and holding the string with your left hand. You're gonna go in front of the string, make a loop, and then you're just gonna skip the first hole, go into the second hole, and remember, every time you go into a hole, the top of the needle should have 2 knots on itself, so 1 and 2, and you are gonna pull this through. So now you have 3 loops. Go under and pull through 2 only, and then again through 2, and you are just going to do that to the end of the row. Again, you go like this in front of the yarn, loop it over, go into the hole, pull it through, put it in the front, pull it through, put it in front, pull it through, and just do that all the way to the end. Okay, so once you get to the end, it should look like this. Then what you're gonna do is create 2 knots, so 1, 2, and then turn this around, and then you're gonna loop again like usual, and then in this first little stem right here, stitch, you're gonna push the needle back and through this first hole. So as you can see, it's just through that first hole, loop it through, and then there's gonna be 3 loops. Just loop it through 2, and then through the last 2. And then the next one, you're gonna go in the back. So again, you're always gonna have to loop. This time you're gonna go through the back of this hole, and then push it through that hole, loop, loop through 2, loop through 2. Now you're gonna go back to the front. So you're gonna push it through that hole and push it through this hole, loop through 2, and then loop through 2, and now you're gonna go to the back. So from here, out here, and you're just gonna alternate to the end. So it's just like that. So now I'm gonna go forward. So when you go forward, you go here and back here, and then going backwards, you start from the back, push it through here, and just alternate to the end of the row. Okay, so I've got to the end of my row, and you're gonna repeat the same process. You're just gonna do 2 knots, 1, 2, flip it around, and through the first hole, you are gonna stick it like this. And then this hole, you're gonna go in the front, and then push it through the second hole. Go through 2 loops, and go through 2 loops. And then the next one, you're gonna go forward. So stick it in this hole, stick it back through this hole. So as you can see, the basic pattern is that this first row sticks out, and then this second row is flat, and then the third row sticks out. It's just a pattern. It sticks out, and then it's flat, and it sticks out, and then it's flat. So you're just going to go through the end of the row. Once you get to the end of the row, do 2 knots, turn it around, and repeat the process. And you're just going to continue this until you're happy with the length. Okay, so I got to the end of the row, and what I'm going to do is create 2 knots. So 1, 1, 2, turn it around. Again, I'm just looping under, and we're going to repeat the pattern. So you're going to go through here, go through 2 loops, and then go through 2 loops. And then the next one, you're going to go right here, push it through the back. And then the next one, you're going to go back to the front, so stick it through here, stick it back in here. So basically your pattern is that it sticks out, and then it's flat, and then it sticks out, and then it's flat. It's an alternating pattern, so you can probably see it. So you're just going to repeat this pattern. Once you get to the end, create 2 knots, then turn it around, and keep repeating until you're happy with the length. Okay, so right now I'm getting ready to start my first, second, third, 4th row. Actually, I'm finishing up my 4th row right here, and I'm just going in the front. Sorry, so the front looks like this, and then going through the back. So I push it through this hole, push it through that hole, and then pushing it in the front is like this. And I'm finishing up with the back. Then you're going to do 2 knots, turn it around, and repeat. Okay, so for the scarf, I've got to my last row. This is my 100th row. You can go longer, or you could go shorter if you'd like. That's just my preference. And I'm gonna cut out about this much yarn at the end. And this is my last stitch right here. So you're just gonna pull it all the way out, and then tie a knot to secure it in its place. And you're basically done with crocheting for now. This is what my whole scarf looks like so far. Now I'm gonna go grab my needle real quick. Okay, so I've got my needle, and it looks like this. It's not very pointy at this end, and it has a really wide hole right here. I just found this at the 99-cent store, and I've cut out a piece of yarn, and it's folded in half, and you're just gonna put it through like a normal needle and thread. Okay, so after a really long time, I finally got it through the thread. So I'm gonna go to the end and just tie a knot like so. And you're gonna take your circle scarf, fold it in half, and line the edges together. The scarf is pretty much universal, so there's no right or wrong side for you to line up. And you're just gonna start at the edge like so and sew it, and at the beginning you might want to create like a little knot right here. Okay, so the way that you sew it is, it looks like this at the edge. You're just gonna go from this side, pierce it through, and then gonna go back around like so. So basically you're just sewing the sides together. It's just simple sewing, so I'll just go all the way to the end. So I got to the very end and I'm gonna take my scissors and snip it off. So it looks like this, and there are 2 strings, so you're just gonna take one of the strings and just pull it through the scarf, anywhere really, so you get it like opposite of each other, and then just knot the 2 together. And that's it. So if you fold it back inside out, you have yourself a circle scarf. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and thanks for watching. Bye!